What's up guys, today we're going to be going over the top 10 wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. This is going to be Treyarch only because non-Treyarch maps really don't have great wonder weapons, so the list would be the same regardless if you included Treyarch and non-Treyarch. So it's just going to be Treyarch only for this list, so let's get into it. Also a quick side note for this list, we will not be including how good a weapon is if you use a thing like Gobblegums or an extra perk. The perks we will be considering are the base 4. So if you were to just go into a game with Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap, and Speed Cola, and then you got the Wonder Weapon, how effective would it be? So that's what this list is going to be including. So let's take a look at the number 10 spot. Coming out into the number 10 spot, we have the Raygun Mark II and the Mark III. Both of these weapons are very effective in their own ways. The Mark III is a really good camping weapon, and it's also really good at taking out the zombies, but it's only on Gorod Krovi, so you can't really base it on any other map. But the Mark II is on a bunch of maps, so you can make an assumption that this weapon would be really, really good. So this gun, the only problem really is that it has a pretty low ammo count. You look at the ammo count and realize that every shot you fire is actually 3, so divide your ammo count by 3, that's how many shots you actually have. So the Raygun Mark II really is an innovative weapon because it shot all the maps that don't have the Mark II. Like for example, if you played on Town, Transit, or Nuketown, those maps did not have the Mark II initially. But when the Mark II was introduced, the highest round records went way up, so you can obviously tell how effective this weapon is. And one of the other things I really enjoy about the Mark II is its penetration factor. So if you have a lot of zombies lined up in a row, you can shoot one shot and it go through all those heads. So it's really good at taking out a lot of hordes in a straight line, and it's a really good backup weapon if you're, say, playing on Ascension and you're running out of Thundergun ammo. So you whip out the Mark II, right? It's really good. It's a really good backup weapon, or at least for survivability. So that's why the Mark II comes in at number 10. Coming down into the number 9 spot, this is the gauntlets from Ancient Evil, more specifically the Hand of Karin. Now the Hand of Karin, especially, what makes that gauntlet specifically rise above the rest is its monkey bomb effect. The Hand of Karin is the only gauntlet that has this effect. All the other ones are just pure killing power. They do not distract the zombies. So the Hand of Karin is really good at both distracting the zombies and actually killing them. And in its fully upgraded state, this thing has 50 ammo, and it's pretty easy to get it up to the 40 ammo state. Obviously, if you guys know the upgrade process to get all of the gauntlets from 40 ammo to 50 ammo, it's pretty shit. So it's pretty okay and not that much of a problem to have the 40 ammo version, and you should be fine for the most part. Obviously, if you want to go the extra mile, if you're going for super high rounds, or if you're just trying to get the achievement, you would get the 50 ammo version. But I think this weapon is fine without it, and I think that speaks on just how good the weapon is. The only downside is that this is not affected by Bandolier Bandit, and it's on Ancient Evil, and it's on Black Ops 4. So anyways, Hand of Karin, gauntlets, come in at number 9. Coming down into the number 8 spot, this is the Slick of Fire post-patch. Now unfortunately, with this list, I do have to caveat, there's a lot of caveats with this list. This list is the most baseline version of the Wonder Weapons, so this is just the fully upgraded Wonder Weapons without any pre-patch caveats or without any this or that. So this is how strong can you get it if you jumped into a game right now, how good would it be? So Slick of Fire is coming in at this spot because even though it's not as good as pre-patch Slick of Fire, that would end a round in one shot. Slick of Fire is still good, but it only kills a horde, and obviously zombies, there are more hordes than rounds, especially in Black Ops 2. Yeah, Slick of Fire is really powerful, and it's still really good, but it's not as good. If it was pre-patch Slick of Fire, this would be obviously the number 1 spot, but what you gonna do, right? So Slick of Fire comes in at number 8. Coming down into the number 7 spot, this is the blundergat upgraded, and there's a lot of caveats to this one too. The Acid Gat in Black Ops 2 and the Magma Gat in Black Ops 4. So these two weapons, I feel like they're the same. It's unnecessary to make the Magmagat a thing in Black Ops 4 if you're just going to make the Acid-Gat shit in Black Ops 4. The Acid-Gat in Black Ops 2, really good. The Magmagat in Black Ops 4, really good. So they're both kind of the same effect. What they both do is that they both have a Monkey Bomb effect. They attract all the zombies. The Magmagat's really good at taking out Brutus. So is the Acid-Gat in Black Ops 2. So you have this offensive / defensive weapon that goes hand in hand really well, and there's a lot of good strategies you can do with both of these weapons, and they're both really powerful, and they're both really good tools to take you into the high rounds. And on top of that, they have a lot of ammo for the most part. So the Acid-Gat and Magmagat come in at number 7. Coming down into the number 6 spot, this is the Alistair's Annihilator. Now don't get me wrong, getting this thing is a pain in the ass, and that's why I think this is really underrated and really neglected by, or even not even considered by, most people in this community for when they consider the best wonder weapons. However, if you get this thing all the way upgraded to the Alistair's Annihilator, you have so many cool effects. It's such a cool weapon, and it has 4 random effects that are all about equally powerful. So if you guys don't know, there is the turn-like effect that you get when you shoot it. There is the Ice Storm, kind of like the Ice Staff, but it's like a Diet Ice Staff. You have the Fire Thanos effect, and you have the Shrinking Black Hole effect. So they're all really good in their own ways. So if you want to prove me wrong, go on Dead of Night and pick a camping spot, because this weapon is really effective, especially with camping. So give it a try next time. I know Dead of Night's really annoying, and this wonder weapon is locked behind so much bullshit, but it's still in the long run a really good weapon. And it has a lot of ammo to begin with, especially when you fully upgrade it to Alistair's Annihilator. So that's why it comes in at the number 6 spot. Coming out into the number 5 spot, you already know what's coming. It's the motherfucking Thundergun. Alright, it's a Thundergun. Now the problem with the Thundergun is that it doesn't really have a lot of ammo, and if you want to keep this weapon useful in high rounds, you gotta use Gobblegums, or if you're playing Black Ops 1, you're kind of shit out of luck and you have to try to get out of the box again. Now the thing with the Thundergun is that it really only shows its full potential on Revelations. What? Like, this gun is so good at taking out the Panzers and the Margwas. It's like, why isn't this gun on more maps with boss zombies, you know? Or why aren't boss zombies on those maps with the Thundergun? Ascension, Kino, they don't really have a lot. It's just, for the most part, just general zombies. Same with Tagged or Toten. Thundergun is really underutilized in the maps it's in other than Revelations, so it's kind of a shame that this weapon didn't get more star power. Of course, it does have a lot of star power because this is the gun that was on Kino, so it's already really popular, but it's not that amazing in the grand scheme of things. Really easy to waste your ammo. It's really easy to be out of ammo, basically. And it's really underutilized, and it's just kind of a Control-Alt-Delete button. There's nothing really cool about it. It's just everything's gone in front of you. That might seem cool, and it is really effective, but it doesn't really do much else other than be a Control-Alt-Delete button. For a little bit. So Thundergun comes in at number 5. Coming down to the number 4 spot, this is the goddamn Lightning Bow. Of course, the Lightning Bow under Eisendrache. Now, the only thing about the Lightning Bow is that it was nerfed pretty significantly, to the point where in the high rounds, like late 70s, I think, or maybe late 60s, early 70s, somewhere around there, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's when I noticed it, is that it really starts to fall off, and you really need to rely on other equipment or things to kill zombies with. Now, it is a great control weapon, but it is kind of shit when you're training. Like, if you ever train with the Lightning Bow, it's kind of trash, really. You really want to use the WaW-Bo4 for when you're training. But the Lightning Bow, where it shines the most, is when you're camping in a narrow chokehold. So the Lightning Bow, it's still really good, even though they nerfed it. It's a shame that they nerfed it. So it comes in at the number 4 spot. Alright, let's get it over with. Number 3, Apothicon Servant. Now, you probably are wondering why the hell this isn't at the number 1, and it is purely because of ammo. If you do not have Gobblegums, good fucking luck with ammo. This thing has 10 shots on Shadows and 15, I think, on Revelations. So it's really not the best if you use all your shots. It's just a paperweight at this point. So it doesn't have a lot of ammo, so you really need to rely on alchemical and any sort of gobblegum that gives you a max ammo. Now, if the Apothicon Servant was upgradable on Shadows of Evil, like how it was when the game first came out, if it was upgradable, then this would be definitely at the #1 spot, because the Shadows of Evil upgraded version had a lot of ammo. And it really makes you wish that the Revelations version had a lot of ammo too, so we're just gonna have to deal with it, you know? So Apothicon Servant, if it had a lot more ammo, definitely #1, but doesn't have a lot of ammo, so you need to rely on Gobblegums, comes in at #3. Coming in into the #2 spot, this is the Baby Gun. Now the Baby Gun is, once again, like the Thundergun, really underutilized. It's only on Shangri-La. Imagine if the Baby Gun was on other maps. It'd be really good. I feel like the Baby Gun should have been on Tagger Totem, if you ask me. That would have been fun. I don't know. That's just me. But the Baby Gun, it's really fun. It's a really fun weapon, but it's kind of wonky on Black Ops 3 because of how the hitboxes work. So Black Ops 1 really is the best way to use this weapon, and I think that goes for Shangri-La as a whole. The best experience Shangri-La is on Black Ops 1. So if you have Black Ops 1, get Shangri-La. It's a better experience, in my opinion, overall. So Baby Gun, if you guys don't know what it does, it's kind of in the name. The Baby Gun, when you shoot it, it shrinks down all the zombies, and you just punt those little shits across the sky. It's a really fun wonder weapon. It makes them one-shot forever. You just need to run into them. So it's the best wonder weapon if you are skilled enough to use it. But to the average player, they might panic. And what happens is if you panic shot and you shoot the gun twice, it shrinks them, the first shot shrinks them, and then the second shot will grow them back up. So you'll be like, wait, what? I thought I shrunk them, right? So it's a really tricky weapon to use. You need to be really precise with it. But if you are precise, it is by far the best wonder weapon. But we will also include kind of the ease of access with this list as well. So Baby Gun, really good, comes in at #2. It's a shame it's only on Shangri-La. And, in my opinion, the #1 spot for the best wonder weapon of all time, the Ice Staff. The fully upgraded Ice Staff is a camper's paradise. It has lots of ammo, it has lots of shots, and it is really good at taking out the panzers. And the best part is you don't even need to use the fully charged shot for it to be effective. You only need to use the somewhat charged shot, like it's level 1 shot, level 2 shot, level 3 shot, right? You only need to use the level 2 shot, which does not take as much ammo as the level 3 shot, so it's really effective there. And it's really effective with killing the panzers. If you shoot out a level 3 shot, that panzer is gone no matter what. And on top of that, you get a nice melee weapon, and in my opinion, one of the most forgotten features of Origins is you can flip it around and heal your teammates instantly. So it's super fun. I really love the Ice Staff. It has such a cool sound effect, and it's so powerful. And it is effective without using Gobblegums. So I think that's why this is by far the best wonder weapon in Call of Duty Zombies without Gobblegums, without any of this stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.